What's up guys, my name is Squishyspud, and sadly the Division beta has come to an end. As one of those who got to experience it, I have plenty of info for those who did not. So sit back and relax, because we're gonna cover that right meow. Let's do this. So the Division beta got started on the 28th for the Xbox One and the 29th for the rest of us, that being PS4 and PC. Although it was supposed to end on the 31st, Ubisoft opted to extend it for another day. First of all, I want to cover everyone's most anticipated question. Has there been a downgrade since the E3 reveal? While remembering this was a beta and not the finished copy, yes, there is absolutely been a downgrade. But the first thing to remember about the reveal trailer is that although it was in-game footage, the footage is staged in every respect. Ubisoft will go around changing the light source, amp up the particles, and of course it's almost always shown on a high-end PC, set to graphics overkill. So was the reveal trailer a lie about how the game looks? In my opinion, yes, a little bit. But does the game look any good at all? Abso-fucking-lutely. The game was simply stunning. Lighting, shadows, textures, procedural destruction. It all looked beautiful. The day and night cycle, which you can check out in my time-lapse video on screen now, looked great. The procedural weather effects with extreme fog and blizzards made for some great gameplay. You can find the link at the end of this video if you want to check out the entire time-lapse of 1 hour of gameplay into 10 minutes. So now that we have that out of the way, let's check out what's most important in my opinion, the gameplay. The game opens up with a little in-engine cutscene of you being dropped in the city by helicopter and tasked with finding and clearing the base of operations. The point you're dropped at is a hub for agents, where there's no weapon fire, and it gives you the option to look around, buy weapons, attachments, gear, and group up with other agents. As soon as you leave this area, it's weapons free, but no other agents will be accompanying you unless they're in your team. The transition from the hub to the gameplay area was seamless. After that, I got to explore through the city on my way to the checkpoint location. Kill a few bad guys, and voila, I have my very own base of operations, which is also a seamless transition upon entry. After setting up your base of operations, we had one mission available to us in the beta called Madison Field Hospital. I'm not going to get into the particulars, but if you'd like to check it out, go ahead and click on the thumbnail to jump to that video. There are also a few side missions as finding missing persons, exploring contaminated areas, and rescuing hostages. The gameplay was fluid, the cover system works great, with X on PlayStation and A on Xbox making you take cover, and circle on PlayStation and B on Xbox allowing you to jump over without taking cover first. The controls are familiar and simple, and although we played through the single campaign mission multiple times to hit the beta cap of 8 for the PvP area, it was fun and challenging every time. One of my favorite things about the Division is that your cosmetic inventory does not provide any armor or perks, giving you the option to wear any cool clothing you may find without having to sacrifice your character's armor, perks, etc. Lastly is the PvP area, or the Dark Zone. In this area you will still find NPC enemies and perhaps story missions that will take place, but for the beta the Dark Zone was for NPC enemies and Agent Anarchy. The way the Dark Zone works is any loot that drops is considered contaminated and must be extracted using one of the extraction points throughout the map. Once an extraction is started, you have just over a minute to survive. Once the helicopter arrives, you attach your loot, and you're home free. During this time, however, everyone else in the Dark Zone is notified of the pending extraction and can choose to head on over and gun you down for a pair of socks and a shiny new scope. If an agent attacks a fellow agent, they are classified as rogue and will show up on the minimap with a timer and a red skull. If they survive the timer, they are reclassified non-rogue and obtain Dark Zone experience and Dark Zone currency, both separate to the story currency and experience. But if you die while rogue, you will lose substantially more Dark Zone currency and experience than when not rogue and have a spawn delay. I will get into more of the particulars in a different video that will be up later about my experience in the Dark Zone. The Dark Zone can be fun, but if you don't have a trusty team, going solo can be more trouble than it's worth. It's a high-risk, high-reward PvP area where everyone wants the best loot, so trust no one, and always make sure someone on your team has the threat scanner, because non-rogue agents will not show up on your minimap, but they do show up as white outlines when you use the threat scanner. Many of the agents I encountered just love to camp at the Dark Zone entrances and extraction points, waiting for the lambs to huddle up to attach their loot, where they can be taken out with a few well-thrown grenades. All in all, I really enjoyed the beta, except towards the end, something strange started to go down, and my fellow crew and I we'd get killed by some unforeseen forces in a seemingly unoccupied area. We're not sure exactly what was going on, and sadly I was not capturing footage when it was going on. Other than that, and the fact that when the beta first started, you just had to look at a fellow agent the wrong way and you were classified as rogue. This however changed a little as the beta progressed. That's all for now. I hope you found this video informative. If so, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how your experience was or any questions you might have. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
Oh yes, it's very nice.
It was me, Jackson, and Chris. And dude, there was like 12 people here in a battle royale right outside the gate.
Like, oh god.
Oh my god. And then we downed 3 people and I just literally melee 3 of them in a row.